Welcome to Center Stage at SUNY Cortland, where we put a spotlight on our red dragons in the performing arts. Today, my special guest is Nick Webster, a senior musical theater major. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you, Ben.
We need to support our seniors a lot this year. They, of course, are going to be going out into the world next year, and this year they will have a lot of fundraisers and events, and it would be a great opportunity to get to know them so you know who you're supporting. Nick, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am from upstate New York. I am from a town called Jordan, Elbridge, it's actually two different towns, Elbridge and Jordan. I live in Elbridge. It is an hour just about north of here. It's right above the lake, Skaneateles Lake, which is right next door. I upstate work in a bakery. I work at the patisserie behind the Sherwood Inn. I make bread, I make dough. I used to make the pastries as well, but I'm not doing that anymore. And I really have a few hobbies. I like to snowboard, I like to skateboard. You can catch me playing video games probably any night. So.
Excellent. I love it. So tell us a little bit about when you were growing up in Jordan, Elbridge. What were your musical and theatrical experiences like, and what kind of led you to this career?
So when I was in high school, I was pushed by my musical director / our drama department the head of the drama department to be in most of our musical shows. So my first show ever, I think, it might have been Aladdin in middle school, which, yeah, but that was the first time I really enjoyed it. And then I didn't do it the next year, which they did Willy Wonka, hoping that I would be Willy Wonka. And of course, obviously, I was like, I'm not going to do that, which I regretted deeply. I was like, I really wish I did that. So ever since that time, I did every school show that we were able to do, all the plays, all the musicals, and I really fell in love with it then.
So who were some of those early people who you would really credit for giving you the support that led you here?
The Depots, both Mr. and Mrs. Depot, working in Jordan, Elbridge, really pushed me. Mr. Mosier really pushed me.
Yes. Shout out Beck Mosier.
Yes, and he was the one who actually got me to do, when I was in high school, I did all county for I think 3 years, and then I did all state, which he really pushed me to do. Then I also did Cap 21, which was a big also push into theater because it was challenging because it was in the summer and it was like you had to wake up in the morning and show up and do work during the summer, which was hard. But I love it. I loved it so much that I really didn't feel like it was that much work.
So in your early years of getting on stage, and of course probably being very valued while you're on stage, clearly with the Willy Wonka debacle, what were some of the roles while you're in high school that you loved playing?
Well, my favorite role from I think it was junior year, I played Phoebus in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh. And so what happened was this was 2020. So our production got shut down and we had to wait a whole year. It was like the week before the performance. We got shut down. We had to reset the next year when we were finally able to come back. We ended up performing it without masks, without social distancing or anything like that. We got really lucky. But I really did enjoy that part. And the set we built before we had to postpone was phenomenal. I really loved it.
That's awesome. I think I remember seeing pictures from that.
It was awesome.
Some people playing in the picture.
And then another one that comes to mind is On the Town. I played Ozzy. That we ended up going to the Shistas for, and we won an award. We won an award for, I think, Best Musical. It might have been Best Supporting Actor in a Musical. Okay. But we got to perform New York on Syracuse stage. So that was really, really
That's fun. Awesome. I love a good Burns score for sure. All right, so all of those experiences obviously led you to decide to pursue a career in theater as a performer, and you end up here at SUNY Cortland. So tell us a little bit about some of your experiences you've had while you've been here at SUNY.
I've had some of the best experiences here at SUNY Cortland. So my first show here was with director Jeff Whiting, and we did Big Fish. I was Amos in Big Fish, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had putting up a show because Jeff really worked with us as actors and was like, we want you to bring your own choices to this, and we want you to be your character as much as you're able to bring home to work. So that was awesome. Plus the set was just like a Broadway set. It was phenomenal. And then I think the show directly after that we did Company, which was a gender bent company, which I really liked being a part of. That was the first show that I ever did that was not exactly a concept show, but they changed something about it and it was a different kind of work. I really enjoyed it. I was Jenny, but I was Johnny, and it was really just a lot of fun.
And you and Lewis had such a great dynamic on stage in that one, for sure.
That was actually how I met Lewis, and we became best buds ever since then.
All right. Along with all of the shows that you've had great opportunities to be in, where are other areas in the performing arts department that you feel have allowed you to grow, either specific classes?
Well, definitely basic musicianship freshman year is necessary. I took music theory, college music theory in high school, but coming back to college, it's really good to brush that up and really know rhythms and notes and how, like, the circle of fifths and all those things. And then another place that I really believe I'm thriving is the piano department. Marina is the best piano teacher because she sees where you are in your journey of learning how to play music. And she knows my biggest issue is looking at my fingers instead of looking at the page. So me in my senior year, I'm still working at that level. And she really works with you on how we can make you a better pianist and be able to do the things that a pianist has to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Great shout out to Marina Gorolea as well. She's definitely somebody that I very much love. All right, so we have seen you on the stage a lot. Let's go to a video clip for a performance.
Many, many happy years to an outstanding couple. Beautiful dancing!
Hello, Vic. Remember me? Fräulein Kost, you must dance with me. Come!
A pleasure, Fräulein. Clifford, bitte. Will you watch the briefcase and my coat? I am sorry, since you did not wish to know my politics.
Is this the good cause?
Our party will be the filters of the new Germany.
Yes. I've been reading your leader's new book.
But what does it matter? Enough politics. We are friends, close friends, buddies. With your permission. A delightful party. Herr Schultz is the most generous host, yeah?
He should be. He could afford 10 times as much. They all have the money, the Jews.
Herr Schultz, I think I have changed my mind, if you will excuse me. Fräulein Schneider, you and I are old acquaintances. I have sent you many new lodgers. So let me urge you, think what you are doing. This marriage is not advisable. I cannot put it too strongly, for your own welfare.
What about Herr Schultz welfare?
He is not a German.
But he was born here.
He is not a German. Night.
So Nick, beyond the many roles that you've played here at SUNY Cortland, there have to be many that are still on your list of dream roles. What are some of those?
Well, the first one I've been dying to play, which I never have gotten to play, is a little bit played out, I won't lie. I would love to be Jack Kelly in Newsies. That is one of my biggest dream roles since I was a kid, and I really love his story. But I have not found an avenue to, take on that role yet, so I'm excited to see what I can do out in the real world. And then another one would be Max from The Producers. I feel like I could really get that comedic value of Max in there.
I think I'd love to see you as Buddy the Elf in Elf.
I would love that.
So along with, of course, your day, particularly when you're in college, being totally involved with music and dance and acting, what are the other things that really bring you joy in life?
Well, I really like fishing. I like spending time out in nature. I really like taking long walks on trails that I have near my house. Since upstate is a really wooded area, we have plenty of walkways and stone paths that you can walk through the woods and see a waterfall or go visit the river. And another one. What would be another one? I like making food. I will cook for my family and I will also cook for myself, of course. And one of my favorite things to make is either shrimp scampi or vodka bolognese.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. And those serene scenes are definitely very opposite of, say, what production week for a show is like. So it's great that you can have those
to recollect
moments to collect. Yes. Awesome. So you're a senior. You're going to be going out into the real world pretty soon. Not that college isn't the real world, but a little bit more unbuckled, if you will.
No safety net?
No safety net, for sure. what are your biggest hopes and dreams?
My hope is really the same hope that I had when I got here as a freshman. My goal of getting this degree and leaving here with a strong sense of myself is to get a job where it doesn't feel like work. Because they say, if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. So my goal is to really work in some kind of performance aspect and every day really feel like I'm doing something that's worth my time.
That's excellent. Very meaningful. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us today on this episode of Center Stage at SUNY Cortland. And thanks to my special guest, Nick Webster, Senior Musical Theater Major.
Thank you, Ben.